Okay, so I'm going live. Preparing for liftoff, for transmission of spirit. Makaya. I think everything is there. Testing. Whoa. I can bring this up. Testing. That's better. Testing. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Even a tiny bit more. I don't want to mess it up though. Testing. We'll leave it there. Okay. Alright, we're going live. And tonight there's gonna be a couple topics, but intuitive empath and empathy, what people can call a highly sensitive person, they usually initiate that as HSP. Are you a highly sensitive person? What you call an empath. Okay? So we're gonna break that down today here on Christos Avatar. Thank you for joining my live. Thank you for spending some time with us. We don't mess around. And we have a great community here of spiritual people you call starseeds, indigo children. What's up, vatos? We got my moderator, Leo. Leo's here in the house. We also got Candace. Welcome, holy ones. Hey, what's up? We're here, we're there, we're everywhere. Come on, let's bring it on. We are, you would say, everything is activating and preparing and turning on the light switch, the camera, the sound. It's all prepared, coming through to you. Wherever you are in this world, Achima, Kouchivasi, Kabasa. We have 9/11 is alive. Welcome, holy ones. We got Candace. I'm an empath clairvoyant, the lot. Welcome, hey Candace. You see other worlds and ETs. Wow, you got it going on, holy one. You know what's up. When you have these profound experiences, it's kind of like for yourself, even if no one else believes, right? But for yourself, that's like a confirmation. You're getting confirmation from other realities, other beings. Kochiwa. And they don't perceive that. Some people are closed at 3D, and it's their own free will. Their choices have led them to this lack of perception, because when you don't know, you don't miss it. You don't think about it. You're not focused on it, of course. Inside an indigo child, a light worker, okay? Empath, you guys have something deep inside you, like it's just part of you. Even though in this life, people here don't acknowledge or know what that is, but so it's kind of like you kind of like don't have your memory at first, so you're confused. Without memory, you're confused. You don't know what's up. And most humans don't have their memory, so they're confused, they're ignorant, they don't know. And they don't have the higher perceptions. It's very important to have these other perceptions. Holy ones. You're a light worker or an empath, you know what's up. Amakaya. So highly intuitive or intuition, you are like perceiving through these extra sensory perceptions from higher energy centers. Like maybe your own family isn't psychic, or light worker or empath, right? Well, we're like souls. We're not this. So this may be related, but the souls are not related. You see what I'm saying? Like you have a different matrix. So just because you're biological, yeah, your biological mother and father created you. Well, honey, your soul is coming. No one, your parents didn't create your soul. And if you look at it from a higher point of view, they just service the biological. They were responsible for the child's safety, the conscious being becoming mature into an adult. Akachiwa Homaka Ta. Please give me about 9 seconds or. All right. Just biological. We take care of that so we can take care of this. Wachiwasika. Omachimas. Greetings, fellow starseeds, fellow avatars. What's up, holy ones? We are rocking. We are rolling, right? We know what's up. We know what's up. What's going on, man? We feel. When we start hearing this indigo talk, starseed talk, we feel because we are there and there and there and there. We're coming from high places. We are celestial vatos. Celestial vatos of light. That's it. We're vatos of light, man. What's up? And it's spelled with a V as in victory, man. The. So it's you're my vato. If you want to call the girls vato, you can call them vatos. You don't say vata. You would say chico, boy, chica, girl. But vato is friend. It doesn't have gender, right? So friends. Well, you could say girlfriend, see? So you don't need, it doesn't have a, so it's friends is neutral. So, but if you say singular, wait, you would say, wait, I gotta correct myself because that's amigo or amigos or amigas. Friends that are girls, friends, girlfriend, chica. You don't say chica novia or chica amiga. Wait, girl. You don't need to do that. You don't say. Never mind. I'm not Spanish speaker. I can't say shit. So it just goes off some little tangents. You have Christ consciousness, and then you have some 3D thoughts in there too. I mean, part of us is here, embodied, embodied in 3D. We're in the flesh, but we're not the flesh. You're not this, man. You're what's inside of that. What is that? I'm not talking about organs and stuff. I'm talking about what's inside this being, body. What it's a spirit. You are a spirit having a human experience. So we're not this. It's not about appearances. It's not about what you look like. Because this is a representation, not actually what you are. You can see me, but it's not me. And they say the eyes are a window to the soul. Well, bullshit. You're not going inside my soul, honey. You don't even know what a soul is. Sorry. Anyways, what's up, space vatos? Spiritual vatos. Spiritual vatos. Spiritual vatos! I'm not going to say vatas, if that's the right word. Sorry, I'm not saying vatas. That doesn't sound right. Vatos, your girl, boy, doesn't matter. You're my friend. You're my friend. Boy, girl. I can be friends with girls. I can be friends with pretty girls, too. Oh, shit. Sorry, that goes back to my superficial days when I was just into the flesh. But I was into girls' flesh, but I'll stop while I'm ahead. I've been enlightened since those days of the flesh. I had many days of flesh, but I decided to serve spirit. Or focus on spirit high. We're not going to be immature all the time, I promise. I mean, you got to think about it. What age do you stop thinking about sex? Like, come on, there's got to be a time where you just don't give a fuck. Oh, excuse me, sorry. There comes a time where you don't care about having sex, right? You'll just like, dude, I'm 75. I don't give a bleep. I don't give a F if I'm effing. I don't give an F if I'm effing or not effing. By the time I'm 75, I won't care. You can make some jokes, but I don't care. I'm not even interested. I just like living life. I don't need sex. You know, when I was in my 20s, I was freaking horny. And I was having lots of sex. Like, lots of one-night stands. It's disgusting, I know, but I was a slut. And I don't know. I just woke up out of that shit. I came out of the profane into the spiritual vatos. Now we're holy grail. You become awareness that, hey, I had to grow up. I grew up into something important. You become more mature, we hope. We hope we mature. You know, I know some very immature elderly people. So, apparently, biological age doesn't mean maturity. Yeah. Anyways, you can get some and actually it could go the other way. You can get some very mature children. Not premature, like before being mature. I just mean, you know what I mean? They can talk like at adult level. Like, what? I was like, had this girl that wanted to mess around at 5. She was 5. I was like 6. No, I was like 7 or 8. 7 or 8. She was 5. And she knew more than I did. I'm like, what the hell, man? Nothing happened. I'm just playing. You know where you play mommy and daddy, but you don't know what the hell that means. You're just playing it. You're just playing like, I'm mommy, I'm daddy. Shit. You know, stupid thing kids do or imagine, I don't know. You're supposed to not let your little kids know what when you're having sex. You're like, hey man, just because you have kids doesn't mean you don't have any desire. That's not what I'm talking about. Anyways, can we get back to the topic of the video? Yes, we can, sorry. Anyways, we are on a spiritual quest. I am. Are you? I'm on a quest, man. You remember Quest for Fire? It's an old freaking movie from the 80s, Quest for Fire. And it was just these people who were cavemen, so they didn't talk much. And they were effing, in that movie, but they didn't have no dialogue. They found out what effing was? Or no, they knew what that was, but they found out what fire was. So we're on a journey, not for fire, but we're on a journey for some, when you're on a spiritual path, you're going to have psychic powers. And people on Earth are going to call you an empath. Oh, you want to say psychic? No, you don't want to say psychic. Okay, you'll say empath. Kind of like not psychic. Yeah, it's psychic. Okay, empath. An empath is a psychic person. Hello, you're feeling people. Literally. See, people don't take that literally. That's what psychic abilities are. They're perceptions beyond your normal 3D perceptions of what? Sight, hearing, tasting, smelling, and feeling. So it's beyond those 3D ones. It's in the 4D psychic abilities, perceptions, whatever you want to call them, 4D, 5D, or 6D, or beyond. That's what psychic powers are, and you perceive the current from those levels. It becomes part of your experience here on Earth. You'll be experiencing all this weird freaking stuff inside your body, and you'll know what it is when you learn this knowledge, because we're talking about, for example, the crystal body. And I just released those videos with Ashiana Dean. Now there's 4 or 5. There's like 4 or 5. I can't remember which one. Of these 1998 videos of Ashiana Dean. Check it out. And she's still brilliant. And way back then, 24 years ago. Anyways, but she doesn't have sophisticated diagrams yet. But she's working her. This is her beginner days. But it's just a great honor to share this info. You guys check it out. I'm just making small clips, and I gotta respect this information is old, but still, it's like you would say published works have to be, I think, 25 years. Is it 25 years old before you can use it without worrying about copyright? I don't know. I'll have to check that out. What I'm saying is this information is more modern and more up to date now, but I'm still gonna. That's why. Excuse me. Sorry. It's not like something I have to be totally worried about, but I'm still gonna be respected by just making small clips. Some medium clips and some short clips, but not long clips, not of someone else's work. So, and there's literally been big channels who are uploading her work that are just simply gone. So it's not a joke. You still have to be careful with that. So we want to help people. We all want to help people, but we can't just sit there and steal someone else's work. At least, if anything, talk about their work. There's nothing wrong with talking about someone's work, but sitting there just uploading and posting just their words, that person's work, their lifetime of work, a lifetime, decades, dude. And someone's just copy paste like this. So, like notice that even though people found ways to steal music, notice there's still laws about it. There's still laws that can get you in trouble if someone wanted to, right? Well, when you're uploading to YouTube, you have to worry about that stuff. If it's, You can't use just, like, say my favorite music that I like. I can't just put them in my videos. I wish I could. I'd be putting some cool jams, vatos. I have to use the YouTube's free library of non-copyright music. So it took me hours and days to find the good ones that I have in some of my videos. Just realize that, please. And I used to play only like R&B, hip hop, or just a beat music. That was at the beginning. Notice I kind of switched to piano music. Something soft, something not distracting. And it really shouldn't be fast paced. When you're spiritual, going into those spiritual realizations, holy ones, you know, you're going into another state of mind. And that's what an empath does. If you're empathic, you are simply learning how to be highly sensitive, if you want to call it that. Highly sensitive person. Dude, that sounds so artificial. Come on. HSP. I'm HSP. I am an HSP. Yes. I can read your mind. It means they can read your feelings. So don't lie, because they can read your feelings. It's different than a poker face. They're gonna just know what you're feeling. Can you turn that off? Can you turn your emotions off, honey? Okay, otherwise they're gonna read them. They'll read them, even if they're not trying. The senses are turned on. Just like your hearing is, stop hearing. Stop using your smell. What? I can't pause it. I mean, you could technically plug your nose and not taste anything. If you want to. I don't want to. But, you go ahead. Anyways, you don't have to suffer for spiritual development, man. You don't have to punish yourself and whip yourself and harm yourself like some spiritual systems. Wow, spiritual. Hello. What's up, vatos? Yeah. Is that Son? Son of Nurgle? What's up, son? Yeah. Yeah. You guys are on your journey, right? You're going through some changes. It doesn't have to be always good changes or comfortable changes. If it's, Ascension, it's gonna be some times uncomfortable. Like sometimes you go on a plane and sometimes there's turbulence. Sometimes not. But sometimes there is turbulence in your life. I can take care of that. I go to my inner peace, my zen. Koya Sanyacho. I will play, fondle my crystals, my balls. Chumaka. Crystals are very helpful and beneficial. Be nice. Let's let you work. Yeah. Sometimes you're going to hear these other languages come through this broadcast. Kind of like a reception from another radio station, like kind of like bleeding through for a moment. Like, whoa, did you hear that? That was a bit of country inside some of my, whatever music. I put Chiba. I don't listen to country. I'm a rock fan. Is that what you say? Oh, I'm jazz only, baby. Oh, I like classical. I used to be into a classical for years. Chopin. That was my favorite. Chopin. And then Mozart. I used to like Mozart, but then I switched to Chopin, whatever. Sorry. And then then I like, actually, there was something that my grandma, she had this music for some reason from, wait, no, I once heard like a classical song that I liked so much that I downloaded it and found out more information and tried to get the music for it, and then try to play it on my grandma's grand piano. I was playing Tchaikovsky, and I forgot which concerto, what it was, but yeah, I'm a piano player. I used to be. I was playing on my grandma's baby grand piano. I think it's baby grand. Yeah, it might have been a medium grand piano. I think it could have been a medium. Yeah, my grandma had a medium grand piano. Or was it baby grand? I should look at videos of them and see what one I saw. Anyways, it's so cool. My grandma, she also had this big, like from the floor upwards, one of those old clocks, those giant clocks. Damn, that was cool. I thought it was cool. And it made this old ding, ding, ding. After a while, you just get used to it. It's in the background of your head. It doesn't bother you anymore. But I can imagine it must bother someone else. And my grandparents always had this funny smell, like, I don't know, just, I remember my grandpa's tobacco. Yeah, those memories. And that's in this life. Then you have memories from other lives. Like you're a starseed, you have these alien lives. You're not always human. Sometimes you're something else. Maybe your soul is not Lyran. Maybe it's Orion. Maybe you're a Syrian, a Pleiadian, Arcturian. Okay? Now, if there's good humans and bad humans, there's good Pleiadians and bad Pleiadians. Same with any race, right? And same with the reptilians. There's got to be some good ones, too. Not all of them are evil, dark. So, anyways, we try to hang out with good people, right? Positive people, not hateful people, not cruel people, not just like, wow, we've been through those lessons. Why do we want to go through those low vibes again? We're higher vibe already. If you're a high vibe person, why are you hanging out with low vibe people? Toxic people. Those little leeches, parasites, they suck your blood. Leeches, vampires, energy whores, makuchi. Are you energy? Do you steal energy? Do you take it? Steal. Do you feed off of your husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, friend? Do you feed off someone with fear? Awakachi, anger. Aren't you despicable? Cheers, holy ones. I know some of you are empaths, serving light, love, and then there's some of you serving the path of darkness. dark empath. Like a dark Jedi. You would say, it doesn't make, it sounds like a contradiction, but a dark light worker. Because the worker is working what? Some type of positive energy. The other one's working dark energy, dark consciousness, dark existence. What is your existence? Huh? What is your sentience? What are you aligned with in your soul, Holy One? Are you good? Are you wicked? Some of you all play with some of that. What you want? So, you know. Man, there are other beings that are looking upon you. They can see you. You ain't hiding shit. There is witness. There is a testimony. So, are you listening to this code, this transmission, light language? Damn, I can't breathe. Aren't you wonderful? Oh, beautiful one. Vastitas. Yes. Simukotsaimakata. There is all kinds of energies there. Hachimaka. Welcome to Christos Avatar. The energy is strong. Makaya. Pachena. Yeah. Sakachipasuta, epakachimasuta, epachimasuta, kachimasuta, kapachawasuta, epashitas. Man, it's like a dialogue. It's like a language that's... Man. Those beings were so weird, man. Dang. The consciousness, their appearance, they were like long, tall, small, thin beings, but long and tall, like weird as shit, man. Yes. There's a lot of current flowing. Ooh, baby. Matas. Thank you for being here in this moment right here. Sikaposo. It is a great time to be alive. Yeah. It is brilliance, magistrate. It is this Warasikomotachi walk. Amachichi Vasika Ponye Chopa. Aichi Kimochi Mosita Pocket Natchas. Aikapachana Ipakiki Ata Ishala Chalamai Kapata. Man, this is weird. I can stop if you want. It's just kind of like weird. Like there's a dialogue going on, but it's not from this world. What is? Am I like picking up on a broadcast or? It's like I'm getting some dialogue from some other world, from another dimension. Yes, it's coming in, so I can express to you what is coming through. This energy, man, is real because I feel it where the chakras are. On my top of your head is your crown. The top, the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, not the organ, but the center, the heart center, the solar plexus. You would say kind of like below your sternum. Like here's your rib cage, follow your rib cage, and below that point is your solar plexus. You'll feel it. Kind of like where you would feel crunches. Kind of. Well, that's kind of higher, right? Yeah, it's kind of higher for crunches, but it's above your belly button. I don't know why people put it so far down there. It's not the belly button. It's Ichiwakatas. That's your most solar plexus. That's one of my strongest ones I feel. You should all feel that strong. Because we're all in 3D. How can it not be strong, right? We all feel from our... They call that the center. Bullshit. Once again, some New Age mysticism. It's not the center. What is the center of exactly? See the distortion. The center of what? It's not the center of shit. It's like, wow, you're existing out of 15 chakras in the third one? That's not middle of it. Not even close. The middle of nothing. Some imagined, created barriers or construct, contours. I don't know. Why did you put those barriers there? Don't remove barriers. Remove ignorance. Remove this perception, distortion. There are beings purposely trying to distort you in religion, in spiritual systems. New Age spiritual systems. Makaya. Once again, the energy is strong, vatos. Wuchi, anima. Kappa. Alright, baby. Yeah. Some of you feel other people's emotions. You're empath. Okay. To normal people, okay, that may be a big deal. In a room of other psychic people, that's not a big deal, Holy One. Welcome to the Psychic Perceptions Network. Makachewa. You're psychic, you're empath, you're psychic. You're a light worker, you're psychic. You're not. What do you think healing comes from? Psychic center, chakra. modern term, psychic center. Eastern term, energy center. You can say energy center, psychic center. Because those are perceptions from that level of dimension. The fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, what people call 5D. 4D, 5D, you can say D5 or D4, but it seems to be more popular to say 5 and then the letter D. Dimension, 5D, fifth dimension. It's a shorthand to say fifth dimension. When you say 5D, you're saying fifth dimension. 4D, like 3D, third dimension. Not three-dimensional, the third dimension of reality. The second dimension of reality. The fourth, the fifth, the sixth dimension. Those are all future, those are all in time scales. By the time you get to the sixth dimension, you're way the hell in the future. And it's not the middle of nothing. You would say around 7 and 8. Now you're around the middle of something. And it's actually called the metagalactic core at 8th dimension. There's your 8th chakra. This is your gold chakra. This is your throat. This is your heart chakra. This is your thymus, also thyroid. Thymus gland or thyroid gland. The 8th chakra. This is your metagalactic core. This is not heart or throat. This is in between heart and throat. So you can find it that way. Look between the heart chakra and the throat chakra. Come to the middle. It's close to this. Oh shit. I don't know why I'm very sensitive to my 8th chakra. My goal is to get really to be able to heal people with my hands, man. But I have to spend less time on this and more time literally in meditation and training and breath work and running current. I would have to focus my life on myself. Maybe someday I will go on some hiatus and go into some yogi mode. Because I believe the higher levels, you eventually go into that deeper mind connection. But it's different when you have this Templar knowledge. It's not the same as, what's that guy called? Like Constaneta is a shaman, author, writer. Constaneta books. He made several books on shamanism or Eastern mystic stuff. I forgot how to say his name. Constaneta. He's actually was popular for a while. Now he's not so known, but you get to hear some secrets that, even though it's supposedly fiction, you get to hear him talk about shaman stuff or yogi stuff or Eastern thoughts, powerful secrets he's supposedly telling you in these fables. But when you read it, you know he's teaching you something. His stories are lessons. Anyways, I would rather not be so symbolic. That's nonsense. That's old way of thinking. To go, to make it mystical, to make it symbolic, and not teach the student the real mysteries, like teaching you about your crystal body, and your chakra systems beyond normal knowledge. That wouldn't be allowed normally. This is an ascension cycle. The Guardians come out with it every time during an ascension cycle, which you guys know is every great period of time, thousands and thousands of years between ascension cycles. I mean, actually, the ones that are ending are right next to the ones that are starting. So those ones are actually stacked. But, yeah, what the... It's always like that. Say this time cycle is ending. Well, this one's beginning, and this one will end, and this one will begin, and this will end, this will begin. So, to a little, 75-year lifespan we have now in modern time? 80, if you get lucky and live that long. Like my grandma, she was 98. But, yeah, she's freaking awesome, man. 98 years old. That's like a whole nother 25 years that some humans don't live. And it shouldn't be like special. See, you learn this Templar, you would be supernatural beings. And of course, in a dangerous world like we live in now, you would be a threat, and there would be people trying to pick you up or knock you out, take you out. Because you are a threat. They either want to use you or take you out. They're either going to get you or no one's going to have you. Because you ain't going to go out and tell people about the secrets of the world. Huh? What are you talking about? You ain't got no freaking, like, special rights only to that shit. See, that's the chosen one mentality. That's the people who are authority figures. They want entitlements. They want these kingships, kings and royalties, emperors even. They want powers like this so they can use them to manipulate. These are manipulative forces. These put people into a pyramid system. Whoa, dude. This is a system of slavery, honey. This is not the same as this, a circle. You're all one. No, look. They're saying, no, you're not all one. There's some people there's some people on top of you. On top of all of you. Until you get to one. They have a different system than the light, than law of one. You're meant to be enslaved by one great, whatever you want to call it. Machiwa. And people love worshiping these beings. Beloved ones, you're indigos, right? You're looking at Ascension knowledge. And then you got people finding about secrets of the universe through tarot cards or, some tea leaves or some type of, some tool, some device of divining, some device of an oracle. Machuas. Oh yes, Makachi Basai. Oh Matsitas. All you do is simply open this portal and open this portal, and then you ascend to another reality. Machiwa. That's what spirituality is about. That's what this, reality 15-dimensional time matrix. That's how it works. Shivasti. It's actually very predictable. There's science involved, so it's measurable. You can quantify spirit. The soul is tangible. You can point and say, look, that's the soul. Machiwa. Soul is a level of consciousness, which is a level of DNA. You are a level of matter. Avashitas. There's your soul up there, higher than you. You're part of the soul. But that goes on up. 12 of you make up one soul. So you're 1/12 of the soul. You're one tribe of the soul. So you got one, but the soul is only 1/12 of an oversoul. And that oversoul is 1/12 of an avatar. That avatar is 1/12 of a rishi, which we know is the top of the matrix of the hologram. That's the top, the rishi. But you can go beyond rishi into these holy ones. It's in my time matrix diagram. Thank you. I need my glasses. Visionary from New Zealand. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you, Holy One. If you're really in New Zealand, gosh, I wish I got to see it someday. I got to see Hawaii. Hawaii was freaking like an alien world, dude. They had these most incredible, fantastic trees I've ever seen in my life. Holy cow. Damn. I really thought it was in like Ecuador or some Amazon jungle. It was Hawaii's freaking amazing. Ultimately, my soul is not comfortable living surrounded by water. I don't want to be surrounded by water. I mean, I don't want to be like not able to leave that small area. Even the islands are separated. Each one is only a certain landmass. That ain't much. I don't want to be stuck on a little circular landmass. I want to be on a big lot. And you know, Hawaii, they use paper bags, dude. The whole state uses paper bags. It tripped me out. I'm like, what the F? There's a reason, but anyways, this is weird, right? And then, dude, everything is shipped by air, so that makes everything expensive, honey. And the distance. So shipping something by air, plus it means it's by the pound. Automatically, you're using pound rates. You can't get ounces. Well, that's not true. Well, when it comes to freight, postage isn't different. It's normal. It should be like normal. But you won't be able to use UPS unless you want to pay 2-day air. Now, FedEx is married to US Mail. They're like buddies. So you can probably use FedEx or the post office. I didn't ship much stuff from Hawaii. But there's a big difference in rates of shipping stuff. It's crazy. Because you're in an island far off the continent. I was in Hawaii, dude, so it was like not long, like a month, but it was an incredible month. It's an incredible month. I thought I was there like 2 months, but I don't think so. But anyways, it's not so important. I just want to actually Johnny 5 knows a lot of that stuff because I was filming from the spiritual the other account that I had back then. So that stuff was filmed actually. Even some of my channeling back then. I used to do it used to be dark, so but that was before I started working with the Christos like full time. Now there is no interest in that at all. No interest in candle magic, no interest in casting spells, no interest in that. In Greek gods, Roman gods, no interest in German or Egyptian gods, no interest in any gods. You change your whole system, train of thought, way of thinking, what you call your paradigm, your belief system. It totally changes it rocks your boat at first. Because you believe in all this stuff, then you get a different point of view. I was raised Christian, man, so I know, I don't pick on Christianity, I just have experience with it. So I will use that as an example more often. I wasn't raised a Hindu or in Jewish belief, or I got experience in Christianity, so that's why I can use that as an example a lot. And it's in my family, so I'm always surrounded by that, but I'm not upset. I'm not bothered. We have to be at peace, and as long as they respect my beliefs, I respect everyone else's beliefs. And that's what but you know, that religions don't always respect other religions' beliefs. They attack them. Your God will attack that God, or that God doesn't like any gods, and wow, you know, there's all kinds of angry people and angry gods. How interesting, especially when we're calling it something that's supposedly spiritual. You're not acting spiritual, you're acting profane. See, there is this world, and then there's one right here. That is spiritual world. That's what you would call it. But no, it's actually another dimension. So what you call spirit world is dimension of reality. It's not. So it's not a spirit. That's your definition. That's an ancient definition of what those creatures, beings, energies, consciousness is. Oh, it's what we call a spirit, a demon, an angel. No, honey. You're learning more. You're going outside of this little enclosed. It's closed. It's wow, isolated. Wow, you're just here in this little bubble. You're just in this little bubble. You're safe. You feel safe in this little bubble. No, honey. Sorry. What you aside. We go beyond. You realize, or you don't feel? You don't resonate, honey? Well, you should be able to. Makaya. I think it's time to get lit. I think it's time to just take some medicine, baby. Yeah. Are you prepared for that? I must warn you. I'm just joking. I don't have to warn you. Don't worry. It's okay. No, it's just strong. I take medicine. Booyah. Whoa, dude. Damn. So, if you have this chakra and this chakra, whoa, 8D, Hey, I'm not saying, you guys have to be realistic. When you say I have my chakra activated or open, how much? 60%? Or are you automatically assuming it's like a 100% open, wide open? It's an aperture. Each aperture is a measurable opening that allows how much current is coming through. You could having a little current come through your 8th chakra is amazing. Even that would be like every now and then you have some psychic perceptions of the 8th dimension. And it might just be coming through dream work only. Or whatever. You could be actually having experiences with beings from 7th or 8th dimension. You know those are etheric beings. You're learning the time matrix. You're learning what level that is. 7th and 8th dimension is in density 3, which is the crystal body. So we are crystalline silicate beings. We are a different matter form, different biology, a different consciousness. The density doesn't have the same type of body as a carbon crystal being or a carbon being. You're learning about this. It's a macrocosm of ourselves as the micro. Like within that greater Templar is a representation in our own personal Templar. We have all the dimensions right along our you would say prana tube. Prana is a word, Hindu word, I think they're home now, is a Hindu word meaning prana is energy, life force. We speak about life force because this is a divine code, a divine energy coming outside the matrix from God, coming through. And since it goes through densification, remember, we live in a hologram densified system. That means it's different levels of matter, not just carbon. Maybe your scientists only see one level of reality. They're just stuck in the galaxies, in the nebula, the black holes of your galaxy and of your dimension. That's it. They don't see other dimensions of reality. They don't. Do the scientists talk about astral worlds and astral beings? Do they talk about archetype consciousness and spirits? Do they talk about those celestial beings you call angels? No. They have a polarized version of something. The people in religion have the other polarized version of something. It's not the actual thing. It's something. I love you, vato locos. Do you want to get lit? I want to get lit. Please? Can I? You know what's up. Yeah. I want to get lit, so we're going to get lit, baby. Yeah. We have Candace with a lot of positive vibes. Life Monique is in the house. Yeah, let's go on some trip. Let's go to Peru. Candace wants to get lit. Baby Gaia. What's up, Gaia? Spirit Magi. That's so weird. I used to have a username just like that. I have crazy dreams where I'm a wizard and lots of See, this is not your imagination. You're in You're in some other state. Your body is. But you're not your body. Remember, we're learning you're not your body. So you are, even Ashiana, she talks about it, when you're dreaming, you're actually experiencing other selves. People are misunderstanding what is dreams. Everyone dreams. And she even mentioned in one of these videos I'm uploading with you, you're dreaming. When you dream, every night you go out to the 8th dimension, the mated galactic core, because that's where that energy comes through. This is where people can go in and out of the time matrix, is through the mated galactic core, the 8th dimension. So that's a big focus point, man. You could say it's the middle ground, but it's a focus point of entranceway, a very important entranceway. This is fucking weird to feel my 8th chakra, dude. It's weird. Daya masitas ayo kopocheche. I'm trying to make it vibrate. I feel it vibrate. Only if I speak. I can feel it when I speak. It's like a sensitive area for me, and if you had a sensitive area and someone was touching with it, messing with it, you'd say, "Get the fuck away." You wouldn't be happy, right? We're not supposed to be grumpy and mean to people. I want to feel my higher chakras outside the body. I want to feel. How can you feel that? Outside the body, how do you feel the chakra? Well, you would have to develop higher psychic centers to perceive them. Not from these. You ain't getting nowhere trying to perceive them from 3D perspectives. See, that's just it. People who aren't psychic can't see the things that a psychic person can see. They haven't opened those perceptions. So they don't believe you. Seeing is believing. That's their logo. Motto. That's their motto. Sorry. That's their motto, man. You know, if I can't see it, I don't believe in it. Well, the truth is you can't. Only certain humans can see it. Yeah, you're stupid. I don't believe anything you're saying. See? I can't say nothing to them. Because different humans have different DNA. They have different perceptions that you don't have yet. Because you haven't done it yet. You have God, sovereign free will. You have freedom to practice your what you're going to focus on in life. You're focusing on the matrix, honey. I am focusing on the spiritual world. Come hither, holy ones. We shall go together into those other worlds. I love you, sexy ones. Yeah. You're beautiful. I want to have a harem. Who wants to be part of my harem? Everlasting. You guys are having your own conversation. Hey, together in love we rise. What's going on, buddy? Holy one. Is that a dolphin? Sorry, these glasses are very bad. Metatron fell, didn't he? Choose the other side. Something not good about that creature. Oh, you summoned a pizza delivery? I love summoning those. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't been able to. I can't just go order pizza, you know? I was using Pizza Hut, and I love Pizza Hut, and after you actually get points with every pizza. And I had saved them up for a whole year or two. And when I was homeless, I was ordering pizzas, man. But you still have to pay like a minimum $10. But it was a whole order of pizza for free because I had saved up the points. Those points were awesome, man. I don't know if your pizza place does that, but I don't have a pizza place because I don't, whatever. I like Magpie's Pizza too, and I don't know, that's about it. I guess I could try other places, but I'm a chihuahua. I like wings. If I'm not vegan. Abashitas. There's times in my life where I ate shit, and there's times in my life where I was super, hardcore, and I was even drinking food grade, peroxide. I'm not giving you guys advice. That's a disclaimer. I'm not giving you advice, but I learned how to. I was trying to kill a virus, and in my system at the time, and I knew that this would kill viruses. So I was doing it, and you're supposed to do it at a certain amount of drops of the shit in some water and drink it, and then increase it each day, more poison, more peroxide, food grade, and then and your tolerance supposedly gets better. Dude, I was doing that, and then it started burning me. It hurt me. Of course, dude, it's peroxide. What the F are you thinking? Well, other people are doing it. That was a long time ago, dude. After that happened, it burned me. I said, screw this. I ain't doing it again. It didn't hurt me or harm me, permanent or nothing. It just burned me for a little while. I don't know why I said that. Sorry. But that was when I was serious. I was also doing vegan smoothies. Now, you start doing vegan smoothies only for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dude, I was losing 2 pounds a day. No joke. I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was trying to live alkaline. Hardcore. I was drinking lemon water. Were you drinking lemon water? I was hardcore. I was trying to stay off of anything acidic, which means all fruits, all vegetables. That's not what I meant. All fruits, all meats. There's actually a scale, and there's actually acidic food and not acidic, alkaline. But most humans eat acidic food. So go on an alkaline diet, and you have a different experience in life. So I was doing both. Was that my camera? My camera just went out. Let me change it. I mean, my battery of my camera. I believe so. Actually, I think it's time for me to go get lit. It's coming on Vato Locos right now. What's up, my lovely loves? Let's do the ugly. We're going through an epiphany, a change. We're going through a spiritual awakening. Some people call it an ascension process. And this is because of what's going on is there's something called, it's the Earth's chakra. The Earth's chakra are Stargates. And those suckers are all opened, except for the 7th one. The 7th trumpet already closed. Like in Revelations, huh? But anyways, we have 6 more trumpets. We have 6 more Stargates to close. So we have one closed. And let's say that's your crown. Then you got your 3rd eye chakra closing. And then you got your throat closing. the Earth's stargates will be closing over several years, decades, for all of them. It might be a couple decades. I just have to add all the years up because each trumpet goes off faster and faster. Each stargate on the planet, like there's one in Sedona. Everyone knows about Sedona as being like a psychic center. Literal, some energy. Oh, I wonder what that is. There's some energy in Sedona, and there's all kinds of people who've used actually equipment to find, and also psychic people, have found these little vortexes everywhere in Sedona. But there's actually a major stargate in the Painted Desert of Arizona. I live in Arizona. I've been out there unknowingly before I knew anything about stargates. I knew something special about Sedona, and that's why I went there. But I've been there a few times. It's a very special place. If you live somewhere in the Southwest, I would say, hey, check it out. It's worth it. And my goal is to also go to the Mount Shasta. And I recommend you guys go to some sacred sites in your spiritual journey. You're on a spiritual journey. You're going to find some transformation going to one of your sacred sites. Now, I've been to a sacred site, dude. So I've been to the Stargate in Arizona. I've been to the Stargate in Peru. I was in Machu Picchu. So I tell you this because you go on a spiritual journey, you go to a sacred site, you get energy from that site, you take that energy home. But you had to go there physically. You went to this sacred site. You went to the Sphinx. There's a Stargate to inner Earth under the Sphinx. No, it's a portal. There's a difference. There's a portal under the Sphinx going to inner Earth. Okay? There's a Stargate under the Great Pyramid. Stargate. The fourth Stargate. So now you learn, some of you already know this stuff, but this is 2 of the Stargates that are open. Okay? We got one in Russia. We got a Stargate. I haven't talked about the Stargates in a while, but we have one in that was the Andes Mountains. We have one in the, one of the Russian mountains. The cat starts with this letter C, the Carpathian Mountains or something like. But it's weird because they have Stargates and they have something called Q sites or activation sites that go in concert. So you have to deal with 24 sites now because we have 12 and 12. There's always 12. This is a base 12 system. Earth is on a base 4 system. You come in as a spirit being with base 12 concepts and organizations, realizations. 12 tribe. Even humans are part of a 12 tribe. I'm not talking about Israel. Love and respect to all those belief systems. We practice law of one. Law of one is that all are God. And we show why it's all God. Why you're all God. The people don't act like they're God. That's because we're in a free will system. God downstepped, you would say, itself into separate isolations, not real isolations, but based on perceptions, perceived isolations. So God could perceive oneself, a part of itself, as a separate experience, so it would be like a separate memory. So it's broken down from Source God, goes into the Ascended Master levels, and we're all the eternal collectives of consciousness. You call these ultra-terrestrials because they're not even in density. If you're not in density, you're called an ultra-terrestrial. So once you go into the top of the matrix hologram that we exist in, a multi-dimensional, 15-dimensional time matrix, we come in at the top. Those are meta-terrestrials. Okay? And antimatter. That's thermoplasm. Hello. We're talking about suns, stars. You come in as a star. That's your first stop, your first level are stars, suns, antimatter. Antimatter is like flame, fire. A sun, fire, flame. We say violet flame, blue flame, and gold flame. There's not just the violet flame, but people talk about only the violet flame. Just realize there's a blue one, which is actually first, and then gold, and then violet. Violet is actually the smallest. The highest in this expansion of the matrix, but in reality is the blue flame that created the gold flame, which created the violet flame. There's actually something called the scarlet flame, but we'll talk about that later. There's something happened with some of the human DNA. We had to fix it or some of these other races like the Anunnaki who wanted to a host matrix. Okay, see, in some religions, you don't make the right choice, you get punished forever and ever and ever. There's no forgiveness later. So if you don't make the right choice, you're supposed to be you'll be judged forever and ever and ever. Wow, no second choice chance. That's a long time, forever. And supposedly existing in horrible suffering, anguish. It must be horrific experience. Wow, nice reality. But anyways, we have these worlds and beings, and we're all part of this hologram. It's just a hologram. It's still real. We're beings, spirit beings, having a hologram human experience for us. That's our DNA, which is, once again, made of energy. Everything is energy. Everything's consciousness. Conscious beings in the ascended master levels created the consciousness in the time matrix, in the hologram. Kind of like you playing World of Warcraft with a bunch of other people around the freaking world, right? You don't even know where all these people live, but they're from all over the world, and you're playing with them. You're a character inside a game world. Same thing, kind of, sort of. We're in a hologram, but your ascended masters playing inside the hologram. By the time you get in the hologram, you start to forget yourself. In density matter, as it goes down in matter, in biology, in consciousness, remember, you start at the top and go down, not come from pond scum or apes. Oh, we came out of apes. Or you go up and go up. No, you don't do this. You go this. You find yourself down here. You fell. Okay, so we have consciousness coming in, and then the higher you are, the closer you are to your memories and awareness and closeness to God. The farther you fall, the darker it becomes, meaning the more negative, the more hellish, the more sickness, disease, distortions, mutations, confusions. Sound familiar? You get into the lower densities, lower dimensions, lower distortions, and you look like creatures and ghouls. And you're mutating, literally. Your consciousness, that means your thoughts. Your thoughts are mutating. You don't want to go near nuclear waste, right? You don't want to be around radiation. Amachiwa. You don't want to mutate. What we teach are, what Ashiana calls it is bioregenesis. Bio, body, regenerate the body's DNA. Bioregenesis. We're trying to regenerate our DNA. I like to call it DNA regenesis. Makes more sense. So we're teaching DNA regenesis. How to regenerate and repair. In religions, nope. Forever, lake of fire, right? Right? Wow. First of all, you don't need to be forgiven for anything. you're following that belief, that's your choice. If you're living a life of guilt, of fear, it's your choice, Holy One. I grew up in that. I have a understanding of that. It was hell. It was like a freaking a mental torture, because you keep thinking about sin and sinning, and you can't stop sinning, or you're wondering if you're sinning. Are my thoughts sinning? Am I sinning in my thoughts? You go crazy wondering if you're sinning. I see a pretty girl. I'm sinning. You know, we don't need to go there. Just realize I don't agree with that system. I see God as unconditional, loving creator being, and that from the knowledge I've learned and the experiences I've had, literally, I've had experience of this. God has a preference. Yes, this darkness is God. There is light and love in God, and some of it, but we're talking about inside a hologram. God's experiments, many experiments going on in God's thoughts. We are God's thoughts playing out. That doesn't change the fact that it's all God. You're the flow of God's thoughts in compartmentalized, perceived, individuated experiences. We call it an incarnation down here. We're living one incarnation. But the truth is, you're just one of a soul who's part of a oversoul, who's part of an avatar, who's part of a rishi, who leaves and becomes part of the ascended masters, who eventually expands right out back to God. You're not just you go beyond the ascended masters back and return back home to your full expanded. Eventually you get to the ultimate, farthest expanded state, unified in the singular consciousness. It all is known. All. Wow. We're part of that. You experience that when you're in the Ascended Masters. You connect to God on that level from the eternal collectives of consciousness. I imagine we can do somewhat of that at 12D, Christed level. Because now you're connected directly to Source, through Ascended Master, through to Source. God is tangible. God is density. God is densified and undensified. Matter and not matter. Pure consciousness. But also densified. Also consciousness. Both. You are both human and God. You are both consciousness and matter. You are nothing ever changed that you were once one with God. Once. Always. You can't leave, even if you wanted to leave God. Because you're in God. You can't go outside it because you're God. How can you go outside yourself, God? You can't. God created life and individuated experiences in a hologram. Some of it became corrupt and forgetful of itself. It was subroutines of routines of other subroutines. It was a copy of a copy of a copy. You became way down here a God, ascended master, rishi, avatar, oversoul, soul, incarnate, human. Oh, return back to God. Return back to Source. Return back to your soul. back to your avatar, back to your oversoul, then to your avatar, and then to your Rishi, Ascended Master, level 1, level 2, level 3, and then back to God. See, look, you can point to where God is. You know where is God. It's all right here. You're all right here. All of God is right here. Wow. I love you, Holy Ones. Thank you for being here. Yes. Come on, see this. Let's go get lit. I'm going to get lit. Let me throw up a picture, Holy One. Yeah. You know what's up? Yeah. I want to put up a picture. I got to put up a picture. Let's put up a picture. Come on, where's my pictures? Show me my picture, man. What's up, man? We'll find it right now. Machiwa. Amakatasa. You're so beautiful in every way. Okay. It's gonna work. I'm gonna find it. Where are you? Where are you? It must be in my lives. It must be in my lives. I'm like a Virgo guy. Sorry, I have this like perfection. Like you must do something. What the hell, dude? Nope. 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 You know what perfectionists do? Like. They don't give up. They keep going. Oh, there it is. Okay. Found it. Amashiwas. I'll leave you with this lion. The lion is in a different world. Density, matter, consciousness. This is a higher being. Machiwa. I'll be right back. Getting lit. What's up, vato locos? Spiritual vato locos. I'll just be 90 seconds. Ah, baby. back, you guys. Sorry. I'm so glad that you're here. It wasn't like the. Oh wait, I gotta put the camera back on. All right. Okay, wait, I'm trying to fix my screen thing. Whoa, dude, what's up? I guess I need my glasses just to do this. Alright, cool. Actually, let me see. We have Toward family who let the gremlin in. Laziness. AI is trying to infiltrate here with their pornos. Yeah, something. It's crazy, man. They could come through. They have technological ways to get beyond most people's realization. Thank you for being here, Candace. You're awesome. What's with that shit? Isn't there a way you can kick that person out? Wow. I'm glad you were here, because I wouldn't have noticed it right away. You guys look like you're friendly in chat. Yes, you guys. Some of you probably have approached this from a non-spiritual way, as an empath or empathic, but it's actually got a connection to this other dimensions of reality. That's what psychic abilities are. They're perceptions from other levels of reality, not acknowledged by scientists or psychologists or shrinks or, of course. You're in this patriarchal, extraterrestrial, malevolent, angry, vengeful system. So, Awashiwa. There's some things that are kind of backwards. Sikabasu. We perceive. We realize or not. You want to. Kalibasi. Apachichiwa. Alright, you guys, I think I'm going to start a new live. I do this because there's a different category of information. And I if you could just refresh in like 60 seconds. Otherwise, I'm here every night. I come live usually around 5:30 Mountain Standard Time. I try to be around 5:30 p.m. And I also have a lot of videos in a short period of time. In 1 week, I put out like a few videos a day, so there's always something coming in. I'll put up short content, medium content, like either minutes or 10 minutes or hours. So what's your flavor? So please come again. If you guys can't stay for my session 2, that I understand. Otherwise, just wait 60 seconds and you should be able to see me back on again. I will do it as fast as I can. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind chat. You guys are awesome. I know some of you are empaths. If you liked what you heard, please sign up and learn more. And maybe you might open to spiritual topics that you probably didn't consider before. Because I do it from a spiritual and scientific perspective. That's what this information is. So I can talk about like the multiverse and dimensions and matter form and kind of like quantum physics. I'm not a physicist, of course, but we're speaking from, this is the Guardian Freedom teachings. And they teach us through spiritual science, we're learning all of these processes, and it's all related to spiritual awakening and ascension. Because to ascend, it would be nice if you understood all of these components of ascension. To explain ascension, you have to explain dimensions and matter and different matter. And that's what Ashiana's work is all about. She breaks it down. It's advanced ascension mechanics. I try to take the advanced part out. I try to break it down so you can understand it, her work better. I have my own contribution, so if they force me to stop talking about her, then I will. I don't see why they would, but because everyone who does talk about her sends more people her way, and she doesn't speak publicly, so I don't even know what that's doing for them. But at least they have book sales, or they have some content they sell. So, do you actually get a hold of Ashiana Dean? I don't think so. It's probably a professional organization. I don't even know. Who knows if those people are even Christic, or maybe they don't even care about spiritual life. They're just people who do a job. I don't know, but you could try contacting her. I doubt. I haven't tried. I just don't want to bother her, but I have no reason to. I just want. If she wants to make something known to the public, she will. In the meantime, the rest of us are trying to pick up some pieces left, Talking about this important stuff again, like the crystal body, like morphogenetic fields, and Huva bodies. What's that? You're going to learn about these Keylon codes. These are like scalar mechanics. You get deep into the physics of the unified field physics. Wakai Washia. But it's consciousness. It's God. I think I can smell rain, guys. Oh, the other night when I suddenly disconnected, that wasn't me. That was the electricity going out. It was out for 2 hours. It's never been like that before. Sorry, guys. Something happened technically usually if that happens, so. I'm so glad you're here. Wizard Prime. Thank you for being here, Holy One. Ka. Ka. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, definitely. For me, it was perfect to be able to see her in person. To be right next to her, a few times. She wasn't that close on the stage. On the stage, she was far away from everybody. And she spoke on this microphone or something. It was just freaking weird, man. It was weird because it's not normal seminar. You have to wait till she's getting contact from the guardians. She has to wait till late hours in the night to do the seminar sometimes, or waiting for Ashiana to get contacted. Citas. That's back in 2010. I have no idea what she's up to now. Citas machichiwa. Kuma mapasitas. I was with her at the Biosphere 2. If you guys look up a Biosphere, it's really freaking cool, man. As a group, we went in there. We went inside, because they take you underground. And it's got some amazing things at Biosphere 2. I don't even know if it's still open or if it still has tours. But we got to see all of that stuff in different stages of experimentation and stuff. And there were sections of the Biosphere that people can't go into. They have it sealed off. They have it professionally sealed off. The atmosphere is sealed off because the Biosphere 2 is some type of experiment they've shut people in there for several years at a time. They weren't allowed to come out. Or they knew this. They had to stay in there and be self-sufficient in this biosphere. So, Kaya vastu masita kashe maka ana apache. Apparently, Ashiana wanted to do grid work here at the biosphere too. So we did. There must be some special energy at the biosphere too. So she lives in Florida, but she has once lived in Arizona. So it's interesting that she was in my home state. I mean, I spent most of my life, and here I am again back in Arizona. Oh, Washitas. And I want to go see Sedona again. I would love to live there someday and have a spiritual retreat. There's nowhere else besides maybe Mount Shasta, but I don't want to live in the snow, man. Like some part of the year it's going to be in snow. I mean, if I could do special work or be around vortexes of energy, I'd rather it be in the heat. I'm just born in a desert, man. I've been in the desert my whole life, basically. But I've been to South America, or I guess you call that Central America, excuse me. No, Peru. That's South America, right? Anyways, I've been to Machu Picchu. I've been to Ukraine. I've been to not much else. I mean, there's a lot of places in Ukraine I went to that was cool. I was in Odessa. I was in Sumy. I was in Pervomsk. I was in Kharkov. I was in Kherson. Nikolaev. Kiev. I've been in several cities. Amakaya. Sitas Machikewa. I was in Yalta. Crimea. I've been in the Crimea. Avashitas, by the Black Sea. It gets pretty warm in the summer. Nice and warm. But you will get very cold winters in Ukraine. Shit. And I'm a desert boy. I wasn't used to those cold weathers, right? It wasn't like impossible to live, because I did live there for a few years in Ukraine. So I was in the winter. I was a desert boy, and I had to get for the first time in my life, I had to get well, not in my life, come on, but I had to get a scarf, I had to get a special jacket, I had to get a special gloves. Man, I had no choice. It was cold, very cold. And they were drinking vodka, and they kept on drinking vodka. Lots of vodka, man. And Russian men must drink vodka, man. Amasitas, machiquewas. I love you, vatos. You're my spiritual homies, or what? What's up? I thought I was going to do a second live. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, I should. I'll do that right now. See you guys on the flip-flop. Please push refresh in 60 seconds. I love you. Give me about 60 seconds.